Welcome back to the Tahoe Real Estate Show. Roger Rempfer joins us from Crest Condominiums. Roger, give me a quick overview of the project.
Well, we've got an upscale condominium project here that consists of 51 units when completed. Currently in our phase one, Pete, we've got 6 units that are move-in ready. We've got another 6 units that are about 8 weeks out from completion. That would give buyers an opportunity to come in and inspect some of the interior finishes as they might like. Pricing runs from the mid-4s to mid-5s. Pete, these are beautifully finished units. We really don't have something quite like this up at the lake. And of course, our pricing here is quite appealing relative to some of the prices we're having to pay up at the lake. We've been running a number of buyer incentives, including interest incentives on these units. We've also got a new program called the Home Simple program for buyers who are having to transition out of a property but haven't quite yet got their property sold. It's a very interesting program. I would really encourage your viewers to give us a call regarding that, and we can give them the details. And certainly we want to direct them to silvercrestcondominiums.com, where you can see the product beautifully displayed on our website there.
Roger, a lot of news lately about the real estate industry. And we don't have a lot of time, but real quick, what do you need to know from the recent rulings just in the last couple of weeks?
Well, let me just give you a quick comparison as to how things are now and how things are going to be. So characteristically, if a buyer is stepping into a market or is wanting to look at a property, they may just simply call a phone number associated with that property and book a time to go out and view that property. And that's how it's been done for a very, very long time. But out of the concerns, out of this antitrust decision, out of the concerns to allow for greater transparency as to how agents are paid, the new ruling is now going to require that buyers sign a buyer-broker agreement with an agent before that agent can take them out to view properties. And that's going to be a pretty significant change for buyers. It's not a totally new concept. It's certainly something I've been using for a number of years, and as many other agents have, but now it's going to become required and commonplace. And in that agreement, it's going to be spelled out what the buyer's agent will be earning. And it's going to, in essence, create an obligation for that buyer's agent to be paid that agreed upon sum. So out of the concern for transparency, now this is going to be described up front. This information was always available on closing statements, and characteristically, the sellers of property, Pete, would pay both the commission to the listing agent as well as to the agent who might be bringing the buyer to that particular property and in the consummated sale. But now this is going to all be explained up front. It may create a situation where the buyer is indeed going to be responsible to pay the buyer's agent, or it may still be a situation where the seller can have the option to pay that fee as well, and that's settled in escrow. But buyers are going to have to get used to this idea now that they're going to, not as a matter of choice, it's going to be an obligation, if you will, to enter into that agreement with a buyer's agent. So my thought and my comment here is that what really should be done is when buyers are calling an agent to show them property, arguably they should really be planning on interviewing that agent that they're going to look to be doing business with. I have historically myself always required of buyers that we sit down and have a meeting somewhere, preferably at our office, to talk about our services, talk about what it is that I can offer them in terms of assisting them in buying a property.
Stay tuned. More of the Tahoe Real Estate Show coming right up.